The Regional Health Officer of Region 5 shares plans to contain suspected COVID-19 patients. More in this report. Aimed at preventing the spread of COVID-19 in the Mahaica-Berbice region, the Department of Public Health, as well as the Divisional Police, have been playing their part in ensuring that the COVID-19 guidelines are followed. The Regional Health Officer, Dr. Desmond Nicholson, spoke with Channel 8 News, and he revealed information about the quarantine center that was set up to accommodate suspected COVID-19 patients in Mahaica-Berbice.
Setting up a site such as the Experiment Health Center as a quarantine center is very important because we want, even though we don't have any cases right now in Region 5, we want to ensure that we are prepared to treat and to manage any suspected cases and any cases of COVID-19 within the region. The quarantine center, what it entails is that we're going to be housing persons who may have had contact with someone or who we suspect may have had contact with someone who is COVID-19 positive. They are not sick, but we want to house them in the quarantine center so that we can diagnose early, transport to the isolation center, which is at the Maikoni Hospital, and treat early as well. So us having a quarantine center is of great importance, along with the isolation center that is at the Maikoni Hospital.
Additionally, Dr. Nicholson urged the public to adhere to the World Health Organization advisories.
We have no cases thus far, and we hope that the situation remains the same, but we need you to do your part as well. We need you to observe the rules of social distancing. We need you to observe the rules of hand washing. We need you to observe the rules of wearing a face mask whenever you leave your homes. It's very important. So I want to urge you to remember that there is a reason. We're not asking you to stay home because we want to give you a holiday. We're asking you to stay home and to maintain social distancing because it is one of the proven ways to prevent the spread of COVID-19, essentially flatten the curve and to assist us in getting on top of this disease. So as the Department of Public Health, we want to reiterate that we are there for you. We are doing the best that we can, but we also need your cooperation if we're going to be able to get on top of this disease and to prevent this epidemic from creating major issues within Region 5.
Deputy Commander of the Regional Division No. 5 highlighted the role of the police in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic.
I am German Dufo, Assistant Superintendent of Police, and our main focus is the enforcement of the order that was given by the President. This will include the curfew. The curfew extends from 6 p.m. every evening to 6 a.m. and this will see us enforcing it rigidly, stopping persons from liming, dwelling, loitering, drinking, and all other social activities on the roadways and any other place. You are required to stay at home between this time and maintain, as the doctor would have previously said, social distancing practices and so on. There have been some breaches of this curfew, and the police have been arresting persons and continue to arrest persons, and those persons will be placed before the court for the breaching of this curfew. As it relates to transportation and traversing of the vehicles on the roadways, the police continue to enforce the curfew because we would be aware that that is something that shouldn't be allowed. Persons opening the shop, and during the non-curfew hours, we advise businesses such as alcohol, beverage places, beverages, restaurants, and other places that persons should come, buy, and go. Persons should not stay and imbibe and gather because this can extend to the COVID-19 being spread among persons.
He later spoke about the measures that will be taken against persons or businesses that disregard the curfew hours.
We have seen some opposition in some places where businesses remain open during the curfew hours, and we have to go there, stop persons, some persons who are brought in warned, other persons who are arrested and placed on bail, and it's more than likely that those persons will be going before the courts. If we continue to arrest persons, those persons will go before the courts. The main advice that we are giving is to stay home. The police do not want to foster a bad relationship between the police and the general community or the members of the public. While we continue to try to build bridges, we also have a job to do, and this is the enforcement of the laws of Guyana. And by extension, the order, the COVID-19 orders, and the curfew.
To date, Guyana has recorded 75 confirmed cases, with 15 patients who have recovered and 8 deaths. Narima Ali, Channel 8 News.